Hello, guys, and welcome to today's summary of the 8 and 9 of the AI Summer Bootcamp. I decided to do this summary together because both the 8 and 9 they talk about the same exact same process of AI voice and script writing, as well as video generation that we have spoken about on Tuesday. So the idea here is to turn a simple script into a voice ready video. So if you're ready for this summary, let's dive in. So the first thing I want to tell you guys here is you need to know the kind of or pattern of video you want to make. And the kind of audience you are basically targeting, because the voice is a very powerful aspect of your videos when you're making your videos. It is the voice that actually makes the video sound interesting. Without the caption, the voice alone can carry the entire will I say energy and feel about the video, even without putting a caption on the video. So today I'm going to give you platforms you are going to use to generate realistic voices. So the first platform here I'm going to show you is Fish Audio. So go ahead and type Fish Audio on your Google. So once you type Fish Audio on your Google, you go ahead and sign up and you landed on this particular interface. So I'll go ahead and show you how you can use Fish Audio to generate your voices. The cool thing I like about Fish Audio is it gives you the ability to clone your own voice. You can see this is my voice, and this is how I sound like. And I've gone ahead to clone my voice. I can also clone a brand new voice. I have three slots available. I've used just one, which is this. I can go ahead and build a new voice. You can see I can say instant voice clone. And what it will ask me to do is to upload an audio of like 30 seconds or let's say 40 seconds of me talking, right? And what you want to do is that you can record yourself with your phone or your PC. You want a clear voice and you want to add expressions in your voice. For example, when you are excited, when you are sad, or just add expressions, and tone to your voice so that AI can be able to have different manners whereby you speak or you pronounce some words. So add those expressions into your audio when you're making the audio, and then just upload them here and say start analyze. So it will start analyzing your voice and it will clone your voice. You can go ahead and give your voice a name and then you save it. So if you're on free plan, I'll tell you, if you're on free plan, Fish Audio is going to allow everybody that is on Fish Audio as well to access your voice. It means that your audio or your voice will be accessible to everybody that is on the platform. So, but if you're on paid plan, we can just upgrade here. If you're on paid plan, then your voice can be exclusive to only you. So if you generate or you build your own voice, it will be accessible to only you, which sounds nice. But that is if you are on paid plan. So the reason why I say this is because of the brand identity that I spoke about. If you are looking at building a good brand identity, then you would look at cloning your own voice, because you want to be using this voice anytime you want to generate a script or a voiceover for your videos, right? So you want to be using that particular voice. So I love Fish Audio because it's one of the best platforms so far. I've used it so many times for some of my videos. It's one of the best platforms that I have seen or we have out there. The other one is obviously the popular one, which is 11 Labs. I will not fail to mention 11 Labs so that we can also have another one we can work with, right? You can also do it for free. It gives you about 10,000 credits per email. So if your 10,000 credit finishes, that means you have to upgrade for that particular account. But we have multiple ways to do it with other ways to get credits. So I'll just go ahead and show you how the platform. I know most of us have worked with the platform. So, but for some of us are building stories. Let me tell you something. If you're building a story, for example, a history of Africa or a history of your particular state of origin, or let's say you're in Africa here or you're in Benin and you're building a story. What you want to come here and select is French. If you are telling a French story, you want to use a French voice, you would like to keep the language in French. But if not, that's not the case, you can just keep the language to English. And then come under here and type an accent, right? You want to sound African, you want to sound however it is, you can just type African there. It's going to generate these voices that do sound like an African is speaking. And then you have other categories like gender, male and female. You can go ahead and pick a gender, male gender, female gender. So these things actually help. I'm sure most of us already know how to use this platform. If you don't know how to use this platform, guys, 11 Labs is also one of the best, along with this Fish Audio. So, guys, we have talked about how to generate AI voices. Let's go ahead and talk about how to be able to generate some kind of YouTube videos that we have seen out there. Now, I want to introduce you to this particular YouTube channel. So, we spoke about this YouTube channel and how they use this kind of style, right? This style to be able to generate these videos. And you can see the amount of subscribers and monthly income that this particular YouTube is currently making. And making this kind of style with static images that are moving, I'm sure like maybe 3 seconds per frame. Each particular image is moving every 3 seconds. It gives the whole video, it makes the whole video interesting. In the fact that the images are moving at a very fast pace. And the story and the voice also is very nice. You can go ahead and check the channel out. And I'm going to just give you step-by-step process on how you can make videos like this. Look at the characters, look at their faces. So I give you step-by-step process on how you can make these kind of videos. Apart from that, I'll also give you another channel here that you can also look at. It's called Accent. So this accent channel does also this kind of videos, but their kind of style is sort of different from anime styles. Sorry, Zen style. It's sort of different. They are characters you can see just shifting from frame to frame. It's actually very, very nice. You can see that. You can see that. Just shifting from frame to frame. Recently, the videos have not been doing that well. But at the same time, if you look at the past videos of like 2 months ago, you can see 119,000 views, 24,000 views, and so on and so forth. So this channel has been actually, it has been good, to be honest. And if you have this channel, you can see how much it's making. Even has probably higher RPM than that of Zen currently right now. So I'll give you another channel as well, and I'll show you how to make these videos again. I'll show you how to make these videos. Let's look at this particular channel, Serious History. Yes, this channel has been making it. It has been producing, will I say, quality videos, and each of these videos have been making very good amounts recently. Look at this one. Each frame looks like it is moving, right? You can see that. Let me show you another one. This is another one. I would show you how to make this kind of animated style that this guy is using to print 1.9 million views. This one was 10 months ago. This 1.5 million views was 6 months ago. This one just 9 days ago. So I will show you exact step by step on how this is done. I'll probably divide this particular video into two. The first two, I'll show you how Zen and Accent, the both channels, how they make their videos, how they create their images and make their voiceovers. First of all, creating videos, you need a free platform that you can use to create those images. And the best platform that gives you ability to create images without consuming credits, if you're on free plan, is Google Flow, right? Google Flow gives you that ability to customize your images into your aspect ratios that you want and the video quality that you want. One thing I do like about Google Flow is that if you're exporting an image that you generated, you can export an image up to 2K, right? So, but some other platforms, they don't give you that particular option to export videos up to 2K will I say resolution. So I do like that. I do like that about Google Flow. It's one of those platforms that give you ability to generate images, quality images that you can use for your videos, right? And if you don't know, or if you didn't know, let me head over to Google Flow and show you one simple secret. Many people know, but they are not telling you about it. Now, if you are generating up to 100 videos, seeing that sometimes when you are generating a video or a video that you want to make, when you're making a video and you generate these images for your videos. Let's say you are generating up to 100 images for one video because each image is going to switch frames. Let's say from frame 1 to frame 2, it's going to switch frames in about 3 to 6 seconds, right? Now, if they're switching frame from 3 to 6 seconds, that means you may be using up to 100 or 50 images for just a 5-minute video. You may be generating up to 100 or 50 images for just a 5-minute video. Now, generating each image one by one could be stressful, right? It could be very, very stressful to do that. Now, I'm going to show you a simple, we like call it extension on Chrome. If you add this extension on Chrome, and also there's a extension for Firefox. If you're using Firefox as your browser, There's also extension you can add on Chrome that can help you to auto generate these images. You just need to apply the prompts to this generator, and they will auto generate the images without you coming back to type your prompt every single time. So you just have the entire prompt in a TXT file, and then you upload it to that generator. It will be attached to the Google Flow. It's working with Google Flow. So it will use your models that you have here, Nano Banana Pro, and generate your images, and save them automatically into a folder inside of your laptop, right? So I'll go ahead and show you the extension here. The extension I use here is this extension called Flow Automator. Flow Automator 2.0. So if you have this Flow Automator 2.0 as an extension inside of your Chrome, you can auto generate images. Yes, you just need to upload the TXT file. You can see there, you can upload the TXT file. Even if you do not want to upload the TXT file, you can just paste it there, right? You can see, you can just paste it there. Once you paste it here, you can be able to generate your images, right, without having to come back and type anything into the terminal of Google Flow, right? For now, the manual way of doing it is to type every prompt one by one, and they will generate the images that you want to generate. But if you don't want to do that, you want the whole process to be automated, the only thing you should do or you can do is to paste your prompt here, or just upload your file into into Flow Automator, and then you have your images ready and saved to your laptop. So, if in terms of step-by-step guide, you first of all, like I said, you need to build your characters, right? Building your characters, you can use either GPT or we like call it Claude to generate the prompt for your characters, because you need the prompt for your characters in order to build that particular character. Okay, so now that we are done with learning how to generate the audio or voiceover, I'll go ahead and show you some channels on YouTube. You can actually copy the way they create their videos or animated videos and use that for your own channel, right? Now, the first channel we are looking at here is this channel called New Rush and Two New Rush, like this. This channel called New Rush. Now, this particular video, I'm going to play it for you so you watch and see what it is about.
There is a skeleton in a museum in Khartoum. It belongs to a person who lived roughly 13,400 years ago in the Nile Valley in what is now northern Sudan. There is a stone point embedded in the left side of the rib cage, not resting near the bones. Embedded, driven into the living tissue with enough force to lodge in bone. And here's the thing that should keep you up tonight. That person survived. The wound healed, the bone grew around the stone.
Okay, so you have seen the video, you've seen how it actually looks like, the style of the animation and everything. So we are going to go ahead and create something like this. Already we know where to generate these voices from. You can do this again through Fish Audio or 11 Labs. And I've explained everything about the voiceover. So what's left now is just this particular images, where to generate them and where to put them together, how to put them together rather. Now you have two options in terms of free plans. You have the Nano Banana Pro, and you have using Nano Banana Pro inside of Google Flow or other platforms, and then you have the GPT image too. Again, I'm giving you two platforms you can generate these images from. Number one is this particular platform, Google Flow, where you can generate thousands of or even hundreds of images with Nano Banana Pro for completely free. And then the other one is Dollar AI. You can generate, I don't know, a lot of images basically. I don't know the limit of images you can generate per account with Dollar AI or per day, but there are a lot actually. Image generators we have out there right now. Copy the URL of this video and open Gemini on your Google account, Google Chrome account. You always have this Gemini now attached to the right hand side of your Chrome. So you can go ahead and paste this particular link there, right? Go ahead and paste this link there. And what you do is you just tell it to analyze. So I've gone ahead to paste the link inside of Google Gemini, and I just literally paste the link and I said analyze this video focusing more on the visual style of the images, and it has gone ahead to analyze the visual style, visual aesthetics and artistic style. It said Here's a scientific and archaeological illustration. So it has gone ahead to analyze the video, and this analysis cannot be done with Claude. Like the Claude you use here, it cannot be done with this, except if you are using Claude Code. Maybe you can import a skill or add a skill to Claude Code that can allow it to analyze videos. But typically with the normal Claude you have there, you cannot analyze this video. But with Google Gemini, you can, because Google actually does own YouTube. So it has access to all the things that YouTube, all the videos on YouTube. So just go ahead and paste the link and ask it to analyze the video. So I told you to pull out the style of the image and everything. Scientific archaeological illustration, hand-drawn or graphic, etching style, style. The video relies heavily on custom 2D digital vector and line art illustration. So you can see the entire way the images are being made. You see, so we probably what we need to do now is to ask it to generate a prompt, right? It should generate a prompt for an image. So you should generate that prompt of an image using this particular style. So we can start to build a characters for a particular story that we want to make. First of all, we want to make a script. So I'll go ahead and ask Gemini to generate a script for a particular video of that kind of style that the channel is using, the kind of style the channel is using to generate their video. So I will go ahead and ask Google Gemini to give me a particular video idea, right? And develop a script for that particular video using that kind of style the images are also being done. So guys, I asked it to just generate a script using this same style, and it has gone ahead to generate this particular script. It actually says, how did humans invent fire? How did humans invent fire? So it did generate the script, it gave me the visual style and everything. So all I need to do is start building the characters for this particular story. So I can go ahead and prompt it again, ask it to build the character or give me prompts for each character in this particular story. Now I've gone ahead to ask it to write each character prompt for this particular story, and it's basically gave me three prompts: Australopithecus versus Homo erectus, and the third one here, wild savanna chimpanzee Fongoli control group, right? And then the last one here says Paleolithic family, the heat circle. Now it's actually very important for you to have these characters already in your folders or in your laptop or your phone, because these things are actually very important to keep these characters consistent across your entire video. So you can go ahead, we will go ahead and build each character using some of the best models we have out there. Back over to Google Flow, and let's go and also paste the characters inside of the terminal here, and I will select Nano Banana Pro and I will click send. Now it is building the character for us. So guys, we have successfully generated the image, even though this image is not really perfect. So apparently this is the first prompt of the chimpanzee, the firekeeper prompts that the Gemini gave us. So we are going to use this particular image to generate our videos. Although this image has text on it, we are going to remove the entire background, or at least remove the text from the image, or just crop it basically, and then use this particular style to generate every other character that we have inside of this particular video, or all the images in the video. So again, this is quite easy to do. I had to use GPT because some of the other models were not really giving me exactly what I asked for, right? For example, Dollar AI did not quite understand the style that we're looking at, and then Google Flow did not quite understand either. So I think the best in terms of building character sheets is ChatGPT, because it uses that GPT image to build all these characters. So it did quite a very wonderful job in terms of this particular image. So we can go ahead and take this image, save it, either remove the background or keep the background, and then use it in our image generation. So we can use this one now as a reference image, put it into inside of Google Flow. Here, put it inside of here our terminal, import it here, and then use it as a reference image so that Nano Banana can understand that this is the particular image that we are trying to build. As a bonus, you can go to Design Arena. You can go to Design Arena in order to also generate your images. There are also some nice powerful models like Grok and so on and so forth. that you can use to design your image or to generate your images. Generally, they are very, very powerful in terms of designing image. So when you are doing this, you can just go to CapCut and assemble every single thing together, right? So you just dive over to CapCut or you download CapCut and assemble everything together. You can add text overlays, you can add more things, you can add pop-ups to your images. So that's the entire workflow, that's the entire process. How this particular channel is using this particular means to make their videos. It's quite clear, it's quite understandable. It's actually interesting. The voiceover makes it very, very interesting for people to watch. So, guys, this is the end of today's summary, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you at least learned how to generate your or clone your voice and how these channels are making thousands of dollars every single month just using this simple step I just showed you. So if you have any other thing you want to suggest, you can also comment below. Our AI Summer Bootcamp is ending August 31st. So I will also drop the summary for tomorrow. So watch out for tomorrow's video and see you next time. Bye bye.